Hello everybody, how's it going? Good to see you all. Welcome back. Today I'm back with pull day, Calisthenics pull day. Now it's been a while since I've done some pull-ups. I must admit the training has been a bit on and off recently due to a number of factors. I won't bore you too much, but yeah, back with some pull-ups and some rows and variations of said exercises today. So yeah, got the rings with me as well, so we'll be doing some variations on them. Yeah, very excited. Let's get to it. Now, lots of you will know that hanging is probably my favourite way to warm up before a pull day. Just sort of like loosens up your back a little bit. Got a dead hang, active hang, trying to engage the core and just sort of switch between the two. And got a one-armed. Much harder, of course. Okay. Now, if you want to stretch out the shoulders a little bit as well, we can do this. I'm not sure what this one's called. Quite strenuous though, so do be careful. Just going to warm up the wrists a little bit as well. This is a lot more crucial on a push day because, well, push-ups and dips and handstands and all of that bollocks is very strenuous on the wrist, but it's good for pull day as well. You know, your wrists are always kind of under quite a lot of tension with the calisthenics, so do make sure to prepare thoroughly. Just got some wrist rolls as well. Little boxing wrist roll. Last warm-up movement that we're going to do is just some easy rows on the dip bars. Just trying to engage those back muscles. Let's squeeze at the top. It's good progression if you can't quite do pull-ups yet. Yeah, mate. Yeah, like I was saying, good progression if you can't quite do pull-ups, because it works those back muscles very well, and obviously the more upside down you get, or the closer your body gets to the ground, the more difficult it will be. So there are your progressions right there. And you can focus on the eccentric of this movement as well. Should be good. So squeeze at the top. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze at the top. 1, 2, 3. And explode up on the concentric. 1, 2, 3. Right. That's enough of that. Let's get on to some pull-ups. Now, like I was saying, it's been a while since I've done some pull-ups, so we're just going to start with my three favourite variations, but also the three most simple ones, being the wide grip, normal pull-ups, and chin-ups. So we'll just do 10 of each. Start with wide grip because they're the most difficult. Out of the three, On to 10 chin-ups now. Obviously chin-ups, well, I find them a hell of a lot easier because you're engaging your biceps as well, so that really helps you pull your body weight up. Of course, you're engaging your whole back as well. I don't know, one of my friends finds the wide grips easier, maybe because he's got like better lats or whatever, but yeah, chin-ups are certainly the easiest variation for me and for some of my clients as well, I think. So that is the general consensus. Right, 10 of them. Very sorry about the racket today. This building behind me has been under construction for, I think, the whole time I've been filming YouTube videos. Honestly, like the last 10, 11 months, ever since I started coming here, this place has been getting done up. Just get a fucking move on, shouldn't I? Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, I think I've lost a little bit of upper body strength recently. Like, it's pretty blatant to me. These pull-ups are feeling much more difficult than usual, and I don't know what it is, maybe a lack of discipline, slightly lacking in my regime, also the running as well. Oh yeah, I'm doing a marathon in about 3 weeks now, so that should be fun. First marathon ever. I am going to release a video on my training regime, how it's affected my diet, my weekly schedule, and how I'm fitting in the running along with the strength training. So yeah, that should be dropping relatively soon, hopefully. The editing's taking quite a while on that one. But yeah, also I'm doing a fundraiser as well, so if you want to donate, I'll leave the Just Giving link in the description to this video. And also, actually, these tracksuits I'm wearing now from Gore Nation, my sponsorship brand, or whatever you want to call it. So if you go over to their website and use my discount code, you get a little discount, and also part of that sale will be going to charity for the fundraiser. So for the next 3 weeks or so, yeah, you'll be donating to a good cause. The charity, I should probably explain, the charity is called Sported UK. Now they're a grassroots organisation. They provide equipment and support for like different locations around the UK, sort of bringing young children into sports, like people from less privileged backgrounds and so on. So I think they do a hell of a lot of good work. Right, 10 normal pull-ups. Let's go. Again, so much more difficult than usual. Might have to get the rings out, see how we're doing with them, because yeah, it's been a while since I used the rings. I'm also going to use the rings for some rows as well. They're from Gore Nation as well, so same thing applies as the tracksuits. Okie dokie. I don't even know if you can hear me with all this fucking racket going on, but what I'm going to do is some L-sit pull-ups. Now, I'm not actually that good at these, so I'm going to go into an L-sit, pull up, back down, and then lower my legs for a little second, back into the L-sit, up, down, etc. Right, let's give it a go. A bit low as well. like I say, really not very good at the L-sits. Yeah, they're just quite low as well, these pull-up bars. So perfect if you're not using rings, but if you do want to do the ring pull-ups, just wondering if there's anywhere else I could not really any low branches on any of these trees. Yeah, this exercise might have to wait till the next session, unfortunately. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? Do a little bit of clambering about. So, we will do this. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. So, I'm going to start on the bar, wide grip, yeah, and then go onto the rings, little pull up, back onto the bar, wide grip. See how this goes. I don't know, I just thought this up. This might not go very well. Let's see. Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, I got a bit scared of the jump there. Yeah, this thing is sliding about a little bit, so it's not really ideal. Let me think. Thing is with these rings, they're so versatile that I could even, yeah, we are going to do some L-sits, just a progression of L-sit. Alright, so I've lowered the rings somewhat, and I am actually, surprisingly enough, going to try a ring muscle. So I remember last time I tried one of these, I actually got quite close, and they are fucking difficult. I'm pretty impressed with myself. Right, these are the right height, a bit low, aren't they? Yeah, a little bit higher. Let's try it out. Let's get that false grip, really grab the hands around, trying to make some knuckles facing down to the floor. Oh, it's so difficult on the floor. Oof. Fuck me. So difficult. Alright. One more. Ash. Okay. One more go. Yeah, I've really gotten into these bodyweight rows over the last few months. The reason I started doing them was because I used to go to the gym, right, and lift weights. And the bent over barbell row is one of my favourite exercises out there. Just for the back, stability, your lower back, almost flexibility as well. It's just fantastic. So I kind of wanted a replacement for that. Kind of like pull-ups. They work your whole back, don't get me wrong. All of your muscles are in conjunction with one another, and they all, you know, it just tears up, you know, your laterals, your traps, like all of it. But there's something a bit different about the row. I feel like it does work the muscles in a slightly different way, and it can certainly broaden the back, I think. So that is the reason that I've integrated them into the routine. Let's go for a few more sets of them with this next set. I'm going to focus very much on form. Just squeeze at the top and then focus on the eccentric, explode back up. Same again. Sure. The bloody setup came tumbling down midway through that set. Fuck's sake. Okay, we'll do a few more sets of them and then get back onto the pull-ups. It's going to be a good session today. All finished with the rows for the time being. I'm going to break things up with a little bit of swinging before getting back onto the pull-ups. Swinging is fucking fantastic. Not only for like stretching out the muscles, giving yourself a little break, but also for like grip strength, just general mobility, shoulder mobility, you know, stretching out them back muscles, and it's fucking fun as well. I feel quite primal doing that. We'll see how primal I look. This is probably going to be pathetic, to be honest. Let's give it a go. Oh my god. It also absolutely destroys your hands. So yeah, if you've got trouble with calluses and you don't like them personally, I actually don't mind them. Like, I think they're quite nice in a way. I like picking at them a little bit. But yeah, if you struggle with calluses and they really like cause you a lot of pain or whatever, maybe lay off the swinging for a little bit or use some gloves or something. But when I've used gloves, it's a weird one. When I've used gloves in the past, it doesn't really help. If anything, it makes things worse, because then the glove gets wrapped into your hand as well while you're swinging. I don't know. They don't work for me personally, but maybe that's just me. Right, let's do some more pull-up variations. Okay, next I am actually This might surprise a lot of you, but I'm actually just going to work on the eccentric of the ring pull-ups. Now, I'm trying to stress to my friends and family about getting into calisthenics at the moment how important the eccentric is. If you haven't yet mastered a movement, like you can't do, 5 or 10 pull-ups, just focus on that eccentric, like the lowering part of the movement, because it's just so important and it builds up strength so quickly. I can't stress this enough, really. And one of my clients started listening to me recently, and now he can do 10 dips instead of 0. You know what I mean? So very, very happy with that. Right, let's go for a couple of pull-ups. Well, the eccentrics. So essentially, we do, you just jump up to the top of it, and then lower yourself as slowly as possible. Just go for 5 reps. Start again. See, even that eccentric part of the movement, you can make that really difficult. Like, I'm out of breath just from 5 of them. So another way that you can train the pull-up if you haven't quite yet mastered it, it's not quite fucking mastered it, is it? But focus on the top section. So just holding, it's a static hold at the top and also the bottom of the movement. So let's do a little like that. So just hold at the top. And holding at the bottom as well. So basically just the dead hang and active hang that we were talking about earlier. Let's do some military style pull-ups. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not even sure if these are called military style pull-ups, but one thing I do know is that I fucking love them. So let's go for another set of them. Okay, that's that. I'm gonna call it a day. What a beautiful day for it as well, man. Absolutely stunning out here. The English summer is not over yet, only just beginning. Right, it's been a pleasure as always. Until next time.